Yeah. Hello, students. Good evening. My name is Prakash. I am the math tutor for this webinar. So we'll start in a moment, okay? So let's wait for another 30 seconds or so. Let's see if anybody joins. Okay, so I hope you guys know the today's topic, which is the quadrilaterals. Okay, so we're going to discuss the basics, the types, the properties, and some questions, the problems of quadrilaterals. Okay, just a moment. We'll start in a moment, maybe in 1 minute, moment or so. If you have any questions in between the webinar, please ask me. Don't hesitate to ask me, and you can also ask me the questions on the chat. Yeah, let's start the class. Let me share the presentation which I've prepared. One moment. Okay, this is what today we're going to discuss about the quadrilaterals. What do you mean by the quadrilaterals? The quadrilaterals are called as
shapes with four sides.
yeah, exactly. That's correct. So which is the four-sided shapes are called as a quadrilaterals. So and four-sided shapes, and you might have one more thing. So the four-sided shape, which means all the lines are connected. Okay, so that's what the four-sided lines.
Hello, sir. Sir? Sir, I can't hear you.
Hello. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Is it audible? Is it everything fine now? I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see the
Yes.
screen which I have shared.
No, sir, we
Okay,
cannot
great.
see. No, sir, we can't.
So have the screen. Can you see that now? The quadrilaterals, the PPT.
Sir, we cannot see, sir. Okay, now
No.
we can see.
Yes.
Um, I hope.
Sir, your voice is lagging. It's breaking.
Still, okay. Is it audible? Am I audible now? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So am I audible now?
Sir, your voice is lagging like it's breaking.
Okay, just a moment. Just a moment. Let me change the one moment. Hello.
Yes, now we can hear you.
Yeah, I hope it's fine now.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's start then. Okay. I hope you can see the screen sharing. Do you?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so generally, I mean, today we are going to discuss of the quadrilaterals. I hope you know that the quadrilaterals is one of the three 2D shape, isn't it? So what do you mean by a 2D shape? It's a two-dimensional shape. It's kind of a flat figure, flat shape, we can call it. So I hope you guys know that. What are the 2D shapes? The 2D shapes generally, I mean, in geometry, we generally classified the shapes using the number of sides, right? So maybe except the circular shapes, except the circular shape in a sense, circle and semicircle or a oval. So other sides we used to classify based on the number of sides. So triangles has 3 sides, quadrilateral has 4 sides, and 5-sided shape is called as a pentagon, 6-sided shape hexagon, and so on. 7-sided is heptagon, 8-sided is octagon, nanogon, decagon, and hepigon something, and then dedecagon for 12-sided shape, and it goes on. So generally, we classify the type of shape based on the number of sides. So maybe except a circular shapes, so you can call it out. So that is circle, semicircle, and oval. Okay. So I mean, these are the important things you guys need to understand, like what is six-sided shape is called as, and how it looks like, and everything. Okay. So, but today we completely discussing of the quadrilaterals. So, what is quadrilaterals? So, as you guys said, it is a four-sided shapes, which means it has 4 sides, which is nothing but edges, 4 edges, sides, and 4 vertices. What do you mean by a vertices? I hope you guys know that. It is corners, or else in a geometry, in a graph, you can call this as a points, coordinates. So this point, this one is another point, right? So the 4 points are coordinates, we can call it as. So this is nothing but a vertices, and it has 4 angles. I hope you guys know that, because we have 4 sides. So the connection, I mean, connecting the 2 sides, whenever I mean, 2 sides are connecting, it forms an angle. So that's what you can see here. And what exactly the important thing, some of the interior angles always add up to 360 degrees. That I hope you guys know the basic. So these are the general properties of quadrilaterals. Okay. But as you go on different type or a specific type, it differs, or differs in a sense, it includes more. But these are the 4 basic properties of quadrilaterals. So I hope you guys able to follow me. So now, what are the types of
Sir, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
I hope you can hear me. You said something. Okay. So the second one is a rectangle. Rectangle. And let's say the third one is rhombus. I hope you can see my writing.
Yes.
Okay, great. And the third one is a parallelogram. The fourth one. The next one, let's call it as a kite. So kite has four sides. And the last one, let's call this as a trapezium. Okay, or else we can call this as a trapezoid. Okay, both are same. So these are the basic or 6 types of quadrilaterals. So in each one of these sides, I mean these types has 4 sides. You can see that. Exactly, exactly. All of them are quadrilaterals. So let's go to the thing. So how it looks like, have a look at this. What are the four-sided shapes? Those are the quadrilaterals, isn't it? So these 6 I have written, and you can see how it looks like. I hope you guys know that. So maybe you might have some questions of trapezium and kite, but the remaining 4 you might aware of, right? Yeah. So let's try to learn properties of each shape separately. So before that, okay. So square. Yeah, trapezium and trapezoid is same. So it depends. Like in India, in UK we used to call it as a trapezium, and US we used to call the shape as trapezoid. Okay, so that's the only difference. But we used to call, both are same anyway, as you said. Yes, both are same. Okay. So now let's try to learn the basic properties of each one of the shape of all 6. Okay? So let's start with square. I hope you guys know what is square. So square has 4 sides and all sides are equal. So that's square. So, oh, yeah, you can see that this is a square. So how many sides it has? It has 4 sides. So all sides are equal. So for example, if we say one side is 4 centimeters and the remaining also 4 centimeters, that's why it is called as square. So basic definition of square, if you get it, so it has 4 sides. All the sides are equal, and also all angles are equal. Okay, so that's the basic. So what are the properties of square? So it has 4 sides. It has 4 vertices, which is nothing but a corners. And in graphs, we used to call it as a coordinates or a points, as I said. And all the sides are equal in length. Opposite sides are parallel. So this is the one we need to think. See, opposite sides, you can call the bottom and top one are the opposite sides, isn't it? The bottom and the top one are the opposite sides, and the left one and the right one is also opposite one. So which means the opposite line, you can see this one and the bottom one are parallel. Okay, so what do you mean by a parallel? So the two lines never touches, right? So it has to be a straight line first step, and it the the distance between the lines are same, whatever the position it can be. For example, I'm drawing 2 lines like this. The distance between the lines must be same, whether you're calculating here or at the end or at the middle, doesn't matter. The distance is always same between the lines, and it never touches. I hope you guys know that. So that is the parallel. So opposite sides are equal in length as well. Opposite sides are parallel to each other. So that's one of the property. Okay, and it has 4 angles. You guys know that. And each angle is 90 degrees. The reason, it forms a right angle, you can see that. It exactly forms a right. What do you mean by a right angle? Right angle is nothing but a 90 degree, right? So each angle has 90 degrees. So if 4 angles would be 360 degrees. That's what the last, yeah, 360 exactly. So that's what the last property says. Okay. Okay. So let's try to learn how to find the area. What is the formula
4.
to find area? Sorry?
Side times side.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Side square.
So what? Yeah. What do you mean by area? So your answer is correct. Formula is correct rather. So generally speaking, what is the definition of area?
The inside space of the shape.
Exactly. See, you can see that the area is the size of the surface. So if you elaborate a bit, which is inside shape, so that's what you said. Nothing but a space occupied by the surface. I mean the object, surface and object. Okay. So that's very good one. For the perimeter, so generally, the meter we used to calculate for the 2D shapes, which is outer, around the shape. So the distance around the shape is called as a perimeter. Okay, that's good. So the formula you said is to find area
S
of
square.
square, we need to multiply sine to sine. That is S square. Exactly. So S represents this side here. A represents area. S is nothing but a side length of a square. Okay. Much time here. So let's move on in this. So which is A equals to 4 centimeters whole square, which is nothing but 4 centimeters times 4 centimeters. So you are going to multiply the number as well as the unit, which is centimeter square. So that's what I mentioned in the presentation, I mean the PPT, where the unit is always represented in square units. You can write either square centimeters or centimeter square. So square units, that's the unit of area. Okay, so what about a perimeter in this case? A perimeter is sum of the outer sides, isn't it? Sum of all the side length. So that is we have 4 centimeters. So which is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So again we get 16, it seems, right? Yeah. So, but the unit is, it is a distance. So unit is centimeters. Hope you guys understand this. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Rectangle. Okay, what is rectangle? So again, it's a four-sided shape. You can see the diagram on the way on the screen. It has 4 sides. It has 4 vertices, which is the corners, and opposite side, only the opposite sides are equal. You can see the red colored ones are equal. The lines, the top and bottom are equal. The left one and the right one is equal. And it has 4 angles. I hope you guys know. Again, it creates, I mean, in each corner, you can see that. So which is 90 degree in each one. So I mean, you might know all these things, guys, but why I'm explaining, so please make sure you are writing all these properties if you get it, I mean, in the question or in the exam somewhere. So what are the properties of rectangle? You need to write all these. So it has 4 sides, it has 4 vertices, opposite sides are parallel to each other, and opposite sides are equal. Then it has 4 angles, And then each angle has 90 degrees. So, which means it forms right angles, right? 90 degrees is nothing but a right angle. And finally it add up to 360 degrees. I mean the angles. And what about the area? So it is same as the square, right? Hope you guys hear me, and hope you can see my writing as well. Yeah. So we used to call this as a length of a rectangle. So the top one is also also a length, and this one is a width of a rectangle. This is also a width. Okay. So how to calculate what is the area? Anyone?
Length into width.
Good. So the length. So can we write it as L times W? So length represents a L and width represents W. I hope that's fine. So which is length times width. So similarly, side times side in the square. So what about a perimeter?
2L plus 2W.
Yeah, exactly. But how we got that? Because it is nothing but a sum of all the sides. See, that's what I'm doing here. So which is L plus W, I mean width plus width. So 2L plus 2W. So that's what you said. So that's good. If you want to take out the common term out, you can write it as L plus W. So that's the perimeter. Okay, let's try one question in perimeter. Finding the area and perimeter of a rectangle. Okay. So let's say this is 16. Okay, 16 is bigger. So let's say 11 centimeters or meters in that case, and this is a 5 meters. So what is the area? We
55.
just need to multiply the length times a width. But what is a unit? That is
Meter square.
meter square or square meters. That's good. What about a perimeter? You can use the formula if you want to, no problem. But we can calculate the other way, which is 11 plus 5, 11 plus 5. You can do
33
this.
meters.
Yeah, exactly. 33 or 32? I hope it's 32, right?
Yeah, 32.
Yeah, 32 meters. So this is how we need to finding the area and perimeter. And one more important thing, whenever you are finding the area, perimeter, or if you go to the 3D shapes, you might need to find volume and surface area. All these cases, make sure that the units are in a similar. The units must be the same. What I mean to say, see, this is a rectangle. So they have given this as 10 meters, and this one as the 40 centimeters. Okay, so sorry, it is 400 centimeters rather. So how do you find area in this case?
Convert centimeter to meters.
Yeah, either case it works. You can convert centimeters to meters or meters to centimeters. It's up to you, or rather, it's based on the instruction, right? Yes, yes. So it based on the instruction. So if instructions says write the answer uh, in a unit of meters, then you need to convert it to meters. Similarly for centimeters. So centimeter, 400 centimeter becomes 4 meters, isn't it? So then you do just 10 times 4, which is 40. And what is perimeter? 10 plus 4, 14 and 28. Hope you guys understand that. Okay. Okay. So you said, Arfan, you said length into breadth. I mean, B stands for breadth, right? Which is nothing but the width. Okay. So I mean, it doesn't matter if you're using B or W. Okay. So both are same, which
Okay,
is
sir.
width or breadth. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So the next one, what is the next one? What is the next shape, rather? Which is a parallelogram. A parallelogram, again, it has four sides. That's why it's called as a quadrilateral. The four vertices, you can see that. Opposite sides are equal. You can see the different colors, right? This red one, the opposite, top and bottom one equal, the left and right are equal. But again, equal and parallel, isn't it? And then it has four angles. Some of the angles add up to 90, I mean 360 degree, but it is not. I mean each angle is not 90-degree here, because you can see a little bit of slanting, isn't it? So that's why we might get less than more than 90. But opposite angles are equal. Opposite, you can see that B are equal. Okay. Okay. So let me draw the parallelogram quickly. Okay. So let's call this parallelogram as ABCD, like this, ABCD. So this is corners, okay? So the corners are the vertices. We used to name it as ABC. Okay. So in this, so this angle, the angle C and angle B are equal. And if you think it a different way, angle A and angle D are equal. So that's what they're explaining. Opposite angles are equal. So which is, you guys know that the sum of angles is 360 degree, where angle A and angle D are equal, because both are opposite to each other. That's the reason. So angle C and angle B are equal. So because both are opposite to each other. Okay. Again, it can be a 90 degree. If it is a 90 degree, it becomes a rectangle. So in this case, it is more than or less than the 90 degree, the angles I'm talking about. Okay. So let's draw the diagonal lines here. Let's draw diagonal lines. So after drawing diagonal lines, the place it intersects or bisects, you can call it as. So this forms a 90 degree. This is a rectangle, I mean right angle.
90
I mean
degree.
it forms a right angle. Yeah. So the diagonals, the way it intersects or bisects, it forms a
90 degree.
90 degree, which is right angle. So
Right
that's
angle.
good. So you can see that. Yeah, exactly. So you can add this one as a property as well if you want to. Okay. So let's try one question here. So what about area before that? See,
It's breadth times height.
Base.
Base
yeah,
into height.
exactly. You said base, right?
Base
Yes.
into height.
What is height here? Yeah, you're right. What about a base here? Is the one, the top one or a bottom one? I think you said.
Bottom one.
What about the
Base is
height?
the bottom one.
Yeah. Yeah, bottom one or the top one, both are same anyway, so that's good. What about height? The distance between the top to bottom. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a base into. Okay. So what if height is not given? What you guys do? Okay, let's try some questions. You will get an idea. And what about a perimeter? We hardly find the perimeter in parallelogram, but the basic rule is same, which is Sum of
Sum
all
of
the
all four sides.
yeah, sum of all the sides, sum of all four sides, exactly. So that's good. Okay, let's try some questions. So because parallelogram is a very important one, you guys know the square and a rectangle. So let's concentrate a bit more in a parallelogram. Okay. So if I say this angle is, can we take as 75? So one angle is given. They ask you to find the remaining angles. So let's call this as A, B, C, and D. One angle is given. Angle C is given. They asked you to find angle A, angle B, and D. Anyone wants to try? Joseph or Fun? I hope
So,
I'm pronouncing it.
75 plus x plus x plus x plus is equal to 360.
Yeah, you were there. I mean, so who said that? Uh,
Joseph.
Joseph. What about Arfan? Do you have any other method in your mind?
Hmm.
So, do you agree with the Joseph?
I agree with Joseph.
Joseph. Okay, good. So whatever Joseph is said is right. Okay. So instead, let me tell you an easy way. So where you can find what I said, what we learned. Opposite angles are equal, right? So angle C is given. What is opposite to the angle C, which is B? Can we write B as 75? I hope so. We can write, isn't it? So now we need to find only the remaining two. We know that the total would be 360. We got 2, 75, 75, which is nothing but 150. Then subtract it. So how much we get? So please tell me, like 1, 2, 2, 1, 210 we get. So angle A plus angle D becomes 210. So off of this, each one is off of, because angle A and angle D are equal, which is 105, isn't it? Hope both understand. Do you understand both, Joseph and Arfan?
Yes, sir.
So the method you said, I do agree that the method you said is this one, right? So you need to take this as a x and this as a x. So
Yes.
x plus, tell me after
And
you're writing 75
75
plus 75,
plus
one more 75, yeah, 360. So that's what we did though. See, this is 2x, and then 360 take away one. I mean 150 take away from 60. Okay. I mean both the methods are fine. So you can find the opposite one directly, and then add it and subtract from the 360, because 360 is the total, and just off it again. Okay. I hope we can move to the next question.
yes.
Okay, so this is the angles. You did well. You guys did well. So what about the area and the perimeter? Rather area itself. So not the perimeter though. Okay. So we'll try the two different types of questions. One. Okay, so can we take this as 10 centimeters, and the height is given. So sometimes they give height here, or sometimes they here. Okay, it doesn't matter. It depends on the instruction. I mean, both are same anyway. So let's say this is a 5 centimeters. This is a height, right? So what is the area, guys?
50 centimeters square.
Okay, so that's what we just need to multiply the base into the height. So that is, yeah. What about unit you said, right? Which is centimeters square. That's very good. Our square centimeters. So we hardly, I don't think we can find perimeter here, because we don't have much in this. Okay, so what if the question looks like this? So this one is a easier one, the one which we did. What if the question like this? Just a moment. See, this length is given 3. The total length is given, rather I will write it in the other way. So the total length is given, which is, can we take 12? Yeah, 12 meters or inches. It can be any unit. I hope you guys know it can be meters, centimeters, inches, feet, yards, whatever.
Yes, sir.
So let's say one is 3 inches and this one is 5 inches, which is what? The 5 inches is the slanting side. So I want you to find the area and perimeter. Anyone knows the method or any idea how to find the area and the perimeter? That height is not given. So shall I explain? Yeah. Okay, let me explain then. See, here the height is not given. Okay, so this is h. Height is not given. If height is not given, we need to find height first, right? But how it looks like, just have a look at this, how it looks like, the part which I have circled, highlighted. Is it looks like a right angle triangle?
It looks
Yes.
like a right angle triangle.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope you guys are aware of the Pythagoras theorem. Do you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
A square plus b square is equal to c square.
Excellent. Yeah, both knows that. I mean, that's very good then. So I'm writing separately that part, the one which I have highlighted here. Yeah, allow me a second. See, this is what that part says. So what is given? The base is given, which is 3 inches. 5 inches is the hypotenuse side. We want to find height here. This so anyone tell me, can anyone tell me what's the height there? Use the Pythagoras theorem. So what is some theorem says? C square. What is C square? Is the longest side, which is 5 square equals to 3 square plus h square. You guys understand, or you want me to explain from the basics?
Yeah, we
No, we
understand.
understand.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So we have a 25 equals to 9 plus h square. 9 goes to the other side, isn't it? So we'll get
Yes.
25 minus 9, we'll get 16. So if h square is 16, what is h?
4.
4. So we got the height as 4 inches. Now you can find the area. So I'm writing everywhere in the board. I hope that's not a problem.
So 12
Okay.
times 4.
Yeah, the 12 times 4. What is that answer? Oh,
48
yeah, I'm correct. Yeah, 48
inches square.
or square inches. Yeah. What about a perimeter? I think we can find the perimeter here. I hope. Can we? Because
Yes.
It is
the
34.
base is given. Yeah, the base is given, the top is given, and the left and right are given, right? So
Yes,
as you
sir.
said,
So it's 34.
34 inches.
34
inches.
inches.
Yeah, so make sure to write the unit. Very good. So I hope you guys understand this method, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let's move to the different one then. So that's it of the parallelogram. That's what mentioned in the formula as well, the base into height. But sometimes the height won't be given. So in that
So you must
case,
find
make
height.
sure you
You know Pythagoras.
we have to find. Yes, if they haven't given the height, we have to find the height in order to find the area.
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a look. So the next one, rhombus. What do you mean by a rhombus? Again, it's a four-sided shape. It has four sides, four vertices. All sides are equal in length. So what does that mean? So it looks like a square, but it turned a bit, right? Turned a bit. You can see that.
Yes.
Rotated a bit, you can call it as. So all four angles, it has four angles. Each one might have a 90-degree most of the times. If sides are equal, we'll ended up getting 90 degrees.
360, yes.
Yeah. So opposite angles are equal, okay? And it is also called as diamonds at times. And finding the area, we can find the two
Square.
ways. We can find the, yeah, side square is one thing as we do for a square, but sometimes we might have the different sides. Then it becomes a parallelogram, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if the sizes are different, then it becomes a parallelogram. I hope you guys agree.
Yeah,
You
yes,
didn't?
sir.
Yeah. Okay. So just a moment.
Sir, can you show us an example?
Yeah, sure. Just a moment. So what I was explaining, just a moment. Mm, Okay. Yeah. I hope you can see the whiteboard now.
Yes.
So rhombus. Okay. I think I have a symbol to draw. Okay. So this one. So you know the sign. So let's say A, B, C, D quickly. So this is nothing but the corners, or rather vertices. And I hope you guys know if one angle is given. I hope you guys know how to find all our remaining angles. Can we try one? Let's say it will be a 90-degree if all sides are equal. I hope you guys agree for that. It will be a 90. This will be a 90-degree if all sides are equal. So which means 90 in each position, each angle rather. So we'll end up getting 360. Sometimes it might not have the same sides. See, this one looks different. The sides are different here. The side lengths are different. What you guys think? It is same, right? Everyone agrees it is same. See, the length of this is same as all three. You can see that. So rhombus always has three. The same sides. So how to find the area? The one thing you can say, if this is given 4 centimeters, rather you can take the different 8 meters. 8 meters. 8 meters. So if the one are given in this form, then you can use the formula we use for a square, which is area equals to side
8 into 8.
side square. Yeah, which is 64 meters square.
Sir,
Sometimes, yeah,
if it is like 90 degrees everywhere, then it is, of course, a square, right?
it is a square. Yeah, it is a square. So, but as I said, it looks like rotated a bit, right? It may
Yes,
be a
sir.
rotated. You can call it as a 90 not 90-degree, rotated 45 degrees, but towards left or right. Okay. So what I'm saying, so I was saying, yeah. So sometimes they will give this length this length, for example 5, and the height will be given. This is the height. Oh, this is the diagonal rather. Okay, these two are diagonals. You can see that it forms a right
90
angle.
degrees.
Yeah, in between, whenever, I mean, where it bisects or intersects, you can call it as. So what is height in this case? So this one is the height, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So obviously height is nothing but a side
5.
length. So 5. So that's what 5 centimeters you can call. So the area would be 25 centimeters square. What about the perimeter? The same thing. Okay,
20.
which is 5 plus 5, 20, right? Yeah.
Yes, 20.
Okay. Okay. Just allow me a moment. Let me think. Yeah. So we might have one more type. I mean, you might get one more type of question. So which is they provide the diagonal lengths. Okay. See this length and this length are given. I hope these two might not equal. Okay. It depends, isn't it? You agree? See,
Yes.
sometimes the rhombus might look like this, which means the length of the diagonals are not same, but the side lengths are same, but length of the diagonals are not same. Okay, so which
Okay.
means let's call this one as a diagonal one, and this one is a diagonal two. So
Diagonal
the
2.
diagonal, yeah. So let's say this one is 8 centimeters, and this one is okay.
4.
Let's 10 and 8 would be good when by looking at this. So 8 centimeters. So in this case, if diagonals are given, which means what? They haven't provided the side length or a height. So they have given only the diagonals. In this case, what formula you need to use? Of into diagonal 1. I'm just using d1 plus d2. Diagonal 1 plus diagonal 2. And you need to add the diagonals and then you need to divide by 2. Okay, what might be the answer in this case then? 10 plus 8 divided by 2. Hope you got this.
9.
Yeah. I hope you got the answer. I mean, you understand the answer anyway, but the type I am talking about, okay? So we don't know what type of questions we might expect in, I mean, we might get in exams. So one type, if side length or a height is given, if side length or a height is given, you are using the square formula, okay, which is side into side, okay? If they have given the diagonals, then please try to remember the formula for area, which is you are going to add the diagonals lengths and then you're going to divide by 2. You understand both?
Yes.
Okay, great. So okay, so just a moment. Okay, so we'll do the reverse type of problems sometime later. So let's go to the other shapes. What is the other shape? Kite. Have a look at the kite. The same properties again, the basic properties, 4 sides, 4 vertices, but it has 2 pair of sides. But how it looks like, you can see that. Here, opposite sides are not equal. The adjacent sides, you can call it as. So the next to each other. So those sides are equal. I hope you can see the blue color one and the red color one, the lines I'm talking.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
And again, it forms a 360 degrees, the total angles, but diagonals. What do you mean by diagonals here? The dotted lines, right?
Yes.
So one is the bigger diagonal and the other one is a smaller, little
Smaller
smaller.
diagonal.
Yeah, but you can see that the intersecting or a bisecting place, it forms a right angle. Okay. Okay. You guys know the you guys know the formula to find area?
Yes, sir. Half of the sum of the diagonal lengths.
Yeah. So of a sum of diagonal lines, you know that D1 and D2. Okay. In kite, most of the times, rather all the times, whenever if they ask you to find the area of a kite, they will give the length of these diagonals. Okay. So then just add those and divide by 2. Same as the rhombus we learned, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it of kite. So same formula. So that's why I'm not explaining the example one. So let's try the trapezium one. So again, it is called as a trapezoid in different countries. I think in UAE we used to call it as a trapezium, right? Yeah, trapezium, the same properties, 4 sides, 4 vertices, but here it it has 2 types of trapezoid. Where, see, can you see the angles in the second one? The angles they're drawn. These angles are
Sir,
equal,
isosceles.
and in yeah, exactly. So these angles are equal, these 2 angles are equal. If it is a isosceles triangle, if it is not an isosceles triangle, it looks like a scaling. Oh, I'm not, I'm talking about triangle, but here
Trapezoid.
trapezoid. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So in this case, it looks like a scale and trapezoid. This other one, the first one. So where
Yes, sir.
all 4 sides are different angles. Okay. What is the formula? Let me draw the trapezoid quick.
A half
So the
times
base, this is
base.
also your base. Yeah. So this is also, so bases. One, the top base you can call it as the bottom base, or else you can call this A and this is a B. So, I mean, please assume this is isosceles trapezoid. So what is the area, guys?
A
Of,
plus B divided by 2 into H.
yeah, A plus B. I mean, multiply ACH divided by 2. This is what you said, I hope. So we need to the top and bottom bases, and then we need to multiply the height, and then we need to divide by 2. Okay, the same formula we are going to use for the other one as well. I mean, if it is an isosceles also, we use the same. Okay, like this. Yeah, you can see that. I mean, it looks like not isosceles. So still we use the same formula. Okay. Because the length of this one, the left side and right side differs. I mean, all 4 sides differs in that sense. So I have one more thing to explain in this. What height is not given? Can anyone tell me? So in the area, if height is not given, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If height is not given, how do you find the area?
Pythagoras.
Yeah. We apply a parallelogram, right? So just do the Pythagoras the height, then use this formula.
Okay. Sir, your voice is breaking.
Yeah. And then, so is it fine now? I think so. Is it fine now?
No, sir.
now? Is it fine? Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Sir, we can hear you, but your voice is breaking. Sir?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope it's fine now. I think so.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, let me share the screen again. So the next one is the irregular quadrilaterals, or rather irregular shapes. What do you mean irregular shape?
Means,
I mean all the sides must be
sides
equal.
are not equal. Angles are not equal.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If all the sides are equal or all the angles are equal, then only it becomes a regular
Regular.
quadrilateral. So if one of the side or one of the angle is not equal, then it becomes a irregular.
Irregular.
Okay. Yeah. So which one of the quadrilaterals are regular? Which of the quadrilateral is regular?
None of the quadrilaters are regular, or everything is irregular.
Yeah. So which quadrilateral shape is which shape is regular one?
Sir, none of them is regular.
Square,
Oh, square.
square,
Oh, I thought in
thing.
this. I thought
Yeah.
in this picture.
Okay, okay. So this picture is other types of quadrilaterals, but these are not important as. But just try to have a look at these things once, okay? So
Convex,
other
concave,
see,
intersecting.
yeah, convex, concave, and intersecting. Intersecting. So the last one you can see that. Okay. So yeah. Do you guys have any questions? Hello. Any both hands, any have-
Sir, I can't hear you. Your voice is breaking.
I mean, do you have any questions?
No,
Do
no,
you have
no,
any
sir. No,
questions,
sir.
guys?
No,
No,
sir.
Okay. Okay. So let's try some questions. Okay, and then I will explain. I mean, by in between the questions. So, what is the answer for this?
A rhombus.
Yeah,
C.
Rhombus.
Rhombus.
Yeah. So let's go to the next one. So, what is the name of the first one? The first shape, second shape.
First one is kite, and second one is trapezium.
Or trapezoid.
Trapezium. Okay, that's
Trapezoid.
very good. Yeah, very. So can you please find the angle of the first one, the angle D of the first shape?
90. So wait, one.
Yeah, sure.
So 55.
Okay, you said 55. Let me have a look. So both agrees to that. So
Yes.
who answered?
Joseph.
Joseph. Okay. So what about do you agree with 55? Okay. So what you did is you just added all three sides and you subtracted from 360, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. It's 55.
Yeah, very good. So can you please tell me not only the angle A in the parallelogram, please tell me all three sides. I mean all three angles.
B is 51.
103. No, B is 51.
Okay, good. What about A and C?
— 129.
129, you said. I think you're correct. Yeah. So I hope both understand this.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So please find the angle of kite. So I hope you guys know that the angles of kite, these two angles are equal. Right? That's what we learned. So what is the angle B and C? I mean B and D. Hello?
Sir, yeah, I'll tell you. So wait.
Okay. Or you want to try?
Sir, I'm trying.
I think you said. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Joseph, you can try the second one. Okay, Joseph answered. Okay, we'll come to that. Just one moment, Joseph. So let our phone try.
Sir, x is equal to 104.
I mean, you're saying in the kite, right?
Yes, kite. B and D
Okay.
is equal to 104.
104, 104.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me check. 88 plus 64. What is that? 88 plus 64. Take away, I mean, 152 take away 360. You got 208. Very good. So you're right. So this is 152, and then take away 152 from 360, which is 208, you did both. So you got 104. So what about Joseph? You understand? I thought you were answered correctly. Okay, so I didn't check that. Sorry. So do you understand, Joseph? That
Yes,
one,
sir.
the first
Yes.
one. What? 104. Second one, you answered 121. Let me have a look. So do you agree 121? I mean, Afam, do you agree with that?
Sir, I
Or you want?
159 is equal to. Sir,
I
yes,
think
I
you're
agree,
right,
sir.
Joseph.
Sir, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Yes, yes, both are correct. So 121 is correct answer. Okay, since it is isosceles triangle, I mean isosceles trapezoid. So if it is not isosceles, we can't find using two numbers, okay, two angles. We require three to find one more. Okay, have a look at this one, guys. So what is a six-sided polygon called as?
Hexagon.
Hexagon.
Hexagon. You guys said. And what about the next one? What is the sum of interior angles of quadrilateral?
360.
360.
360 degrees.
So, yeah. So who? So first one, please. And both try the first one. I mean third one. I mean. So what is the area of a rectangle whose length is 6 and width is 4 inches?
Sir,
What
area
is
is
the area?
24
Simple.
inches square.
You said good, yeah. And what about perimeter?
20, I think.
Yeah, you're right. 6 plus 4, 10, and 10 plus 10 is 20. Hope you understand, I mean, both understand that. So the next one, see, remember, I hope you remember the formula of kite. The diagonal lengths are given, which is 15 and 6 meters each. And what is the area of a kite? What is the formula for
10.5.
Okay, I think you already answered. What you said, can you repeat that? Okay.
10.5.
10.5, Joseph. Okay, what about Afan? Do you agree?
Wait. Yes, sir, I agree now.
Yeah, 21 by 2, right? 10.5. But make sure to write the unit. Okay, so this is formula. So these are the things. I mean, you know the formulas for square and other, I mean, rectangle or a parallelogram. Please try to learn the formulas of trapezoid and trapezium. I mean, and then the rhombus and this one. Okay. Let's try another two questions. I think I have given repeated question. I mean, please try the third one. Nothing else. I mean, we tried the first one, the last one. So please try the third one. Base of a rhombus. What is the base of a rhombus? If area is given, height is given. Okay. Area is 40 and height is 8. We need to find base here. Who wants to try? Explain, or are you guys trying?
Sir, 5.
Who said that?
Joseph.
Joseph. Okay, sorry. What about phone? You want to try? Okay. So how you got? I hope you know the formula is area equals to base into height, right? Or rather, you can say Yeah, base into height. You know the base, so you just divide it. So 40 divided by, I mean, that's it, 5 units. Do you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, so we'll end this webinar after doing one more question, if you don't mind. Sometimes
Sir, your voice is breaking.
irregular. Oh, this might be because of rhyming, okay? So please excuse me then. Can you hear me now? I hope so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me draw the shape here. Okay. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen which I'm...
Yes.
Yeah, good, good. Okay. See, this is a... What do you mean by this? This is the sum of the two shapes, or rather...
So it's a you can like separate it to a rectangle and a square.
Okay, I think you did well there. Okay. So, want to try the questions, or what do you think?
Yeah, we can try.
40, yeah, 14, and this one is 4, and this one is 8, this one is 11. I don't think it's a square, but yeah, it's not a square. So first what you'll do, you're going to split into two parts, right? Like this. This one is 40 total length. Total length is 14. This one is 8. So 8 taken away 14. How much is remaining? 6. So this length would be 6. Oh, sorry. This is 8 and this is 6. Okay. So both are rectangles here. So this area would be 4 times 6. 4. And this would be 11 times 8. 88. So the total area
112.
is sum of both. 112. Okay. So, I mean, the unit is not given, so please write it as square units. Afan, do you understand this?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay, great. So, can you please, I mean, anyone can please tell me what is the perimeter, the last one of this diagram? I mean, this whole diagram. So one side is 14, the top one. The right one is 11. The bottom one is 8 plus 6. Again, it is the 14. And one side, the left side is a 4. Oh, we might miss this one as well. This one I'm talking about. This one we need to calculate, isn't it? So this one is how much?
Sir, it's 58.
7. Oh, let me have a. So you did well, I think. Let me calculate. I mean, add these.
Perimeter is 58.
Okay, guys. Let me have a look. How much you got? Please repeat. I mean,
58. 58.
58. So 14 plus 14, 28 plus 11, and then I don't think it's a 58.
Sir, I found the perimeter of the left shape and it is 20.
Oh, no. Perimeter, we can't do that. You said 8 plus. Well, can't do middle, right? We can't take this length. What do you mean by definition? Perimeter is around shape, around the shape,
Around the shape.
distance around the shape. So we are not supposed to take the lengths in between.
Okay, sir.
So 14 at the top, 11 at the right,
50.
8 at the bottom.
Sir, I think it is 54.
Okay. I think 14, 8, 39, and 4. No, I think it's 50. We get 50.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, I think we get 50. Please try try add all these. Okay, but one thing you need to remember, guys, like don't take the inner values. I mean the inner sides value to find the perimeter exists. Okay? So perimeter definition says the distance around the diagram around the shape. Okay. Okay. That's it. Today's webinar, Joseph. See you next webinar. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah.
Have a nice day,
Same
sir.
to you guys. Take care.
Bye, sir.